This is Youkoso Genkai Syuraku hey! Exclamation mark. Isn't that awesome? This is the ongoing series where we take the camera behind the scanlation game box. Still haven't figured out an intro for this.
At this point, we're not going to. That's going to be it.
The intro is we don't have a proper intro.
We take you behind the throw covers. What are those
behind
called?
The pages.
No, you know how they have like the sleeves on the volumes? Like on the physical...
Sleeves.
Yeah,
sleeves?
like book sleeves
book
or
sleeves?
something.
Volume
It's
sleeves?
like a cover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Mostly hardbacks do it, but like all mangas do as well.
My head immediately went to like pillow sleeves.
Well,
because
because I said like throw sleeve, which is like throw cover. And speaking of body pillows,
which girl is gonna be turned into a body pillow? It's a JoJo comes in and his stand turns one of the girls into a body pillow. Stay tuned. You're not gonna want to miss this. Mm-hmm. The exciting conclusion of Dragon Ball Z.
All right. Well, let's go to page 1, I guess, and go through there. Or
we're
go
at
from
page
there.
1 now.
Well, page 2. Uh-oh, technical difficulties.
So we've got page 2 here. I like this hairstyle. I like this little thing. I've seen this before.
Yeah. Just like the chibi style, like, kind of. Or do you mean the actual hairstyle?
The hairstyle.
Okay.
Yeah. So this type of there's an awesome light novel or visual novel of, I think it's like Seiya no Oto or something, where she's a monster girl. Like a literal, like a Cthulhu monster girl.
Gross.
But the one dude has brain damage, and so he sees her as a cute girl, whereas everybody else sees a repulsive sack of meat.
I've heard about that. Maybe from you.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Anyway, she has the same little, not cowlicks, but like little, like...
They kind of are like cowlicks. Yeah.
And then you've got the Zelda Sacred Swords thing down here.
You're right, yeah.
And Zelda Sacred Swords is... probably top
Skyward
2 or 3.
Sword.
Yeah. Is top 3 Zeldas. If not the toppest.
Top 1 design wise is definitely Smash Bros. The new Smash Bros.
See, I don't know about that because it's a holistic thing. Because Skyward Sword, she's like awesome. She's actually a good character.
I don't remember her characterization.
But Breath of the Wild is wearing those tight pants, which is just you cannot disrespect those pants.
That's true. And Nintendo knew what they were doing.
They cannot be slept on. Do you know it's like, yo, so and so, what's your plan to save Nintendo? And it shows just the pictures of like all the different like brown girls or like the girls in tights or
yeah.
It's like, hey, I think it's working.
Yep.
There's even that actual memory in Breath of the Wild where she bends over on purpose.
Yeah, they had to have known.
Of course they did.
Come on. Who are you trying to fool here, Nintendo?
Yeah, but this manga is wholesome as opposed to Zelda. This is the awesome.
I mean, this is as wholesome as actual Zelda is.
Here's another cute scene.
Yeah,
is there anything on this page that...
No, not really. I mean, there's not a whole lot, I feel like, with this chapter in terms of like behind the scene notes and stuff.
Where did we last leave our heroes? Maybe that's a good place to start.
So, we just got 2 new human villagers. What's his name? Zeph, the adult man, and then his young 8-year-old daughter, Supika, or Spika, or whatever. I see you in the comments last week, or 10 weeks ago, whenever the last chapter was. This whole chapter is Supika based. They're trying to... She's like, I don't want to say edgy,
angsty.
But angsty, yes, exactly. And she doesn't like doing anything, opening up kind of stuff. So this whole chapter, they're trying to get her to open up and realize, hey, look, we can all be friends.
So they all go over and they're like, okay, we'll have a potluck or what do they call it? A hot pot, and we'll cook things at her place and we'll bring her together and all things like that.
Yeah,
so
but
that's their plan.
First they try to say like, they try to like share their interests basically, like saying, look, I like snacks and candy. Maybe you will too.
Yeah, like who doesn't like snacks and candy?
Well,
like,
she doesn't.
She's just being edgy. She actually likes snacks
of course,
and candy.
of course. And she's like, oh, if you eat those, you get fat and stuff.
Yeah.
And then,
or stunt your growth, and she's talking to the short girls.
Yeah.
But that's a cute little pose right there, like that.
Sure.
And I'm not normally into the this type of shorts, but the little Megumi cowgirl is doing it.
Minotaur, yeah.
Minotaur meme.
And then this one was kind of neat. The panel on the bottom left where she shows all the different manga. I'm curious to know if that's modeled after any particular manga. It just looks like a generic schoolgirl pose.
Ooh, yeah. See, that's the type of Easter egg that people come here to find out. But
sure.
We don't know. We'll just say it's Naruto 1 through 5.
Well, honestly, if you're watching this, you're probably a big manga fan, so you would have a higher chance of knowing than I would. So leave in the comments if you know what it is. I thought maybe it's something by this author, but I'm pretty sure this is the first and or maybe only manga that this author has done. So who knows? It's One Piece. All right, and this one, like the creepy doll. This is why I like having this outlet here of this series, because I can say things that I wanted to put in there, but my artistic integrity prevented me from saying them.
See, this is that cutting edge content, that behind the scenes, exclusive, amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Share it with all your friends, like and subscribe.
So, in the top left, there was a kanji that is basically like grudge. So, I think like the meme here, no, top left of the doll panel. And it's perfectly cleaned out. You would never know there was anything there.
Oh, it's totally gone. Secretive.
Yeah.
It's like that photo of Stalin where it's like
yeah, his advisor or something.
Friend,
yeah.
And they were like best friends. Like they grew up together. They were childhood friends in that famous picture on the boat, completely erased.
And that was even before Photoshop, before Paint.net.
Yeah,
my
imagine.
Tool of choice. Anyway, so I think they're going for like the Grudge type Japanese generic spooky ghost girl type feel with this, to have her say something like, "I want to play a game."
Do you want to play a game?
Because that's basically what she's saying. She's like, "Oh, let's play. I want to play with me."
Yeah.
I know. It's like I really wanted to put that in there.
You could have done that.
I could have.
And even it's not like she's saying, "Welcome to my house." It's like she's literally saying, "Come play with me."
I know, but
You
it's
totally could have.
It's too much of like a direct Saw quote, and I feel like it's undermining the integrity of the original work.
I absolutely don't believe so. That's why we're doing this. Put a comment in the thing.
Thinking about this now, and I don't know how it didn't occur to me, it should have been the end page.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had a real hard time coming up with something decent enough for the end page, and man, I wish I thought of that. And it's always the hindsight.
Yeah, 2020.
Man.
Well, when we do the remastered version of all of the stuff. My most precious doll. So this is Serpico's doll?
Shia.
Okay.
The cyclops with the horn.
Oh, the Toho character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
I'm sure they're all related to some kind of Toho character if you stretch it hard enough.
She's like the quirky, like, I'm quiet, but like really I'm demonically possessed type of trope.
I don't really think the second half of that. I think she's just a little bit more old-fashioned. And I actually struggle with her dialogue, getting it right, because I'm not good at dialogue, and especially different voices. So I kind of just make her sound a little bit awkward, and I think that's close enough. Just something's a little bit off about her.
She's got a little bit of Asperger's.
Yeah,
just like us all.
Well, I mean, a little bit.
So when girls have autism, it's cute.
Of course.
When we have it, they're like, "Oh my God, I'm calling the police! Get away from me!"
Yes, of course. Yeah. Many such cases.
Speaking of calling the police, I have never heard a girl in real life say "kia."
I know.
Is that just a trope that they say in Japan? Do Japanese girls actually talk like that?
I think yes. I think that's actually just how they like scream.
That's their onomatopoeia?
Similarly, though, think about "eep" in English. I've never heard a single human in real life say "eep."
I have, but it's like foam adventure people.
Well, okay, it's intentional though. Like
Yes, that's true.
there really isn't any kind of expression for like surprise or scaredness other than like ah. Like every vocalization in English is ah. Like it's some form of A's and an H. Or
you know what's interesting in the vein of that? Everybody does cat meow is different. Like nya,
languages?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
like
all
is a completely
onomatopoeia.
different. Yeah, no, but their onomatopoeia is like completely different. Like in English, it's MEW, like mew.
Or really
meow.
MEOW. Yeah,
or
meow.
In Japan, it's one of the weirdest. It's nya.
Nyan.
Yeah. And there's a whole list of them somewhere, and a lot of them are really weird that you would never think. You're like, oh, I guess it does kind of make that sound, but
yeah,
it's really weird.
Like frogs say ghetto, 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 ghetto.
Exactly. Like, what is that? I've never, like, instead of croak. Like,
monkeys say ookie, ookie.
That's another one.
Well, that's actually really close to ook, 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 which is what our monkeys say.
Ooker dookers.
Yeah.
I like this pose. This is another one of those things where you see it in Japanese all the time, where people put their hands behind their head and like elbows up and walk like they're relaxing. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I was a cringeworthy teenager, I would do that as well because I saw an anime and it's emulating. But that's not relaxing, and nobody does that. Nobody in the West does that, I think.
Well, I think part of it, crucially, is like you lean back as well.
I mean, I did in the practice. I just don't understand it, but I've seen it. It's a monkey see, monkey do.
Exactly. I know.
Like, I see them do it. Like, let's be honest, we've all at least run once like Naruto.
Yeah.
At least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
because
prefer the young Goku with his arms like T-posing, basically.
Yeah. But see, you're like, if I'm looking at all these people do it in this TV show, there has to be something to it. I was like, Japanese people run really weird. I don't understand it. And then it's like, no, nobody runs like that. How could you possibly run like that?
Yeah.
What if you trip? You're going to mash your face into the ground. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, if you
but
trip,
we've all done it.
you trip, then you do your little substitution jutsu, or you become a tree stump.
I should have known that like shooting fireballs out of my butthole isn't going to be like...
But that works. You do the hand signs. You've never done that? And actually shot fireballs?
Do the hand signs where it's you take your two forefingers and shoot it up their butthole. Yeah, I don't know.
Or something. Yeah. Speaking of buttholes, can't transition back with that.
Well, speaking of buttholes, this girl's being a real butthole.
Oh, got him, dude.
Back when I was your age.
So actually, if you go back one page, oh no, maybe it's forward 2 pages from here. Oh, I've lost it then.
Now I know I can kill.
Yeah. there was a part where it flashbacks to Akane when she was like basically 8 years old, and she's wearing like the exact same outfit as like what Supika wears. I had to like look at that panel a few times to figure out who's it supposed to be. Maybe I'm retarded, but I'll point it out when we get to it. Must be further down the line.
Do we have any other comments for these sections? There you go. This is the stereotypical, like, what is it? It's not ghost stories. Well, what's the movie where it's pottery thing?
Oh,
what's his face goes over? Yeah, they had a whole episode about it in Community.
Right, yeah. That's the only thing I know it from, where they put your hands, like, on top of the other person's hands that you're teaching. That's really weird.
And she's like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, this is how you win her over is like, obviously you win over all girls with snacks, but like,
well, this isn't snacks. This is her cooking prowess. Her ability to handle a knife.
Food related is snacks, though. It's like you win over most girls by just giving them like treats. Like that scene in High School Boys when the girls are yelling at the boy, like they're like, "You're awful, you're awful," and then he goes back into the house and he comes off his balcony and throws them like a couple packages of candy, and they swarm over it. They're like, "Oh,
awesome!" I need to rewatch that show.
And then one of them was like, "No, don't you see? You're falling into his plan." Like, and then she physically cannot resist the candy and has to go grab it, and it's like, this isn't over, but
wow,
it's like,
what a base red pill and epic show.
Dude, it is based in red pill.
Yeah, but in this case she's not giving her treats, she's just showing off her ability to make treats. Well, and also food. So, this is it. Yeah,
cute. That's cute.
Well, I mean, it's a little
same
girl.
outfit.
Yeah. Doesn't it look like the same outfit? At least on the very first page of this chapter, you'd have to like scroll back. It's maybe not worth it.
It might be because that's just the school uniform for the area.
That's what I was thinking too. But even that hat is pretty distinctive. It's like a little beret.
Yeah. Well, it's the little pillbox hat, like the JFK's wife.
Oh, I kind of know what you mean.
Or also the Monarch's wife in Venture Bros, because she's wearing the same hat.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'm picturing more like
it's
a
like
nurse cap.
Well, it's similar to that, yeah. So now she's like, you guys just broke into my house, what are you doing? And it's like, oh, this is the countryside, everybody leaves their doors unlocked, we share food, we'll come in and bring somebody some carrots or some broccoli and then things like that. And she's like, she wasn't really happy about all that, but she's like, well, if everybody's here, I'm going to help cook and do all that stuff. And now they're slowly winning her over with all that stuff. And
I mean, just showing her kindness and basically trying to involve her in stuff too. Because it's like simple Dale Carnegie level stuff.
Yeah, teenage angst, and it's like, come on,
8-year-old angst.
Yeah, preteen, not even preteen, just like just child angst,
baby angst. Wow, my diaper's
You're
full.
like a babby to me.
Yeah, 8. Pff, I'm like 38.
Her whole thing is, I'm mean because I wanted to be a good kid.
I don't know, man. I think it's more like she kind of wanted the way I'm reading it is like she kind of wanted to try to turn over a new leaf now that she's like in a new town type thing, and she's like, I just can't break my old habit. Lord forgive me. I'm back on my old brattiness or whatever,
but I'm back on my shit. But so she was bratty before, and now she wants to change, or
that's how
this is her changing. She was whatever before, now she's trying to be bratty as an improvement.
Well, she's the way I understand it, it's like she never wanted to be bratty. Like nobody ever really does. Yeah. Like she just doesn't want to be a burden to her dad. So maybe she was trying to be kind of independent and detach herself.
Maybe.
At one point, I think just before this or just after, she says something like, if I weren't around, my dad could do whatever he wants. Like, she thinks like she's an active burden and limiter on his life.
Kids can do that, especially if the mom's dead. And
yeah, exactly. So I think that's why she developed her bratty behavior persona. And I thought this line was really stupid, but I also like it at the same time. It's like, I'm no good at being good. Or it's just kind of like, I don't know what it is about that line. Like, it seems really poorly written, but at the same time,
well, it's like an 8-year-old
I like it a lot.
It.
Yeah. So there's that aspect, but I also like the kind of, it's like poetry, it rhymes. It's George
beautiful.
Lucas kind of thing. Oh yeah, this is the page where she's saying, I'm a burden, basically. And then this is the most, speaking of based epic and red-pilled, this is the most of that panel right here, where Akane is saying, like, I found my happiness in working for others, basically. It's like, wow, she's, like, written as, like, the perfect housewife to be.
Yep.
She can cook, she can clean. In fact, she likes it.
Ultra trad.
Yeah. She's like, that's how she derives her pleasure. Like, how insane is that? I can't even fathom that.
Well, it's also one thing that the little daughter's upset that she's like, oh, I'm just a burden on my dad. When it's like, really, his whole purpose of being now is his daughter.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're completely mistaken. You're the exact opposite. Like,
I can't believe an 8-year-old girl can't accurately read personal situations and relationships.
This is the number one child rearing Bane posting podcast.
Yeah. Where we give you tips on how to raise kids.
After raising 7 of my own.
Oh, yes, of course. And then this is the classic scene where Zeph is talking to Akane. He's like, wow, I can't believe you made all this. She's like, well, just actually, your daughter helped me cook. He's like, what?
No way.
What? Whoa. And then he's like complimenting her. It's like, I didn't know you could cook. And then she can't take a compliment because she hasn't figured it out yet. She's trying. God bless her heart, but she's not there yet. You can't get there in only one chapter.
It takes a village.
Oh, wow. Dude, it takes a monster girl village.
Whoa.
And then I like this scene at the end. It's almost like a post-credits kind of post-chapter scene, even though it's not. Where they like hacked her tablet, basically. She's always on her tablet. And then it turns out she really is a good girl. Because like she has on her calendar, it's like, make some nice home-cooked like handmade food.
Treats.
Yeah, for her dad on Father's Day. Which I didn't know they did Father's Day in Japan.
I think they do most of the same holidays. Yeah. The only difference is obviously the main one is Valentine's Day and White Day are different things. Mm-hmm. And can you imagine like an American girl making chocolate for somebody here?
Can you imagine an American celebrating a day called White Day? I don't think so.
Every day is White Day.
That's what they say, but I'm not convinced.
Yeah. But no, I mean, how crazy would it be to have not only, like, first of all, it doesn't make sense because Japanese people, maybe it's because the Japanese men are such herbivores that there has to be a day for women to be proactive.
Like Sadie Hawkins stance.
Yeah, like, that's so, I mean, I guess we do have that.
Well,
but like,
no, Valentine's Day is when, even in Japan, or no, White Day, I forgot which is which, but the guys also have a day where they give chocolates to the girls.
White Day is giving it to the girls, but that's after Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day is a first.
True.
Which is crazy. That's like, maybe you would have that in a gynocentric society. It's like the dating app Bumble is Tinder, but only girls can message first.
Right.
So I don't know if that's better or worse, but it kind of cultivates the herbivore mentality. I don't know. I just can't ever imagine girls in general.
What even is a girl? I don't know.
We don't know. What are birds? We just don't know.
Exactly. Well, I think like if you watch enough Japanese animes, it's not like the girls in Japan are more like assertive or anything. Like often in the anime, at least, which is all I know of. I don't even know anything about real life, but in anime, like a girl will make chocolate for the boy she's crushing on, but she's too embarrassed to give it to him.
That's true.
So it's not like it's a role reversal kind of thing.
So here we come to one of the last pages, and we had our boy Excommunicated, who's got this awesome Jesus Pepe as his avatar. He said, "Mermaid girl best," and so she's good and all, but like I said at the time a week ago, I'm kind of a leg and like thigh man. Like I feel like that's an important part of the GF.
Well, she's got like a mono leg if you kind of look at it like that.
She's got one big leg. Yeah.
Really, I find scales to be disgusting, like in real life.
Scalies.
Like have you ever pet like a turtle or something? It's just not fun.
I don't know. I mean, like I've got a friend that has like an iguana, and that's kind of neat.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't want to.
I'm not into it.
I wouldn't want a GF iguana, but
I'm not. I'm not gonna Monster Girl favorite shame you. Excommunicated. You will not be excommunicated from the Church of Monster Girl waifus.
She's got lots of pearls.
Yeah,
on her thing.
yeah.
That's a good touch.
Yeah.
Mole below her mouth.
Of course, it's like a beauty mark kind of thing.
Transparent material. Is that like?
Yeah.
I guess that's the shawl that she's wearing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like how dancers like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then her tail gets weak when it gets too dry. Interesting.
Yeah.
Does that mean brittle or like physically weak? I think it probably means her skin gets.
You know, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it meant physically weak. And she's, I think, the oldest character
looks
by
wise.
far. Well, even just number wise, but also definitely looks wise. 25, right?
Because she's 23.
Oh, 23? Okay.
But it says looks wise.
Yeah, I know. All the Monster Girls are much older than 23, 25.
Yeah, they're immortal.
But some of them look like they're like 8 or something. See, I'm really, I don't like looking at this end page now that I know what I should have done better with I want to play a game. This I kind of just threw together, like I didn't know what to do. There were so many panels of them holding knives, I kind of wanted to make it look like one was going to try to kill the other.
Oh, you should have said, hold your knife down, conceal your weapon, act normal. It's knife school from Sam Hyde. Or who is John Corzine?
Well, I generally try to do some kind of Alex Jones.
That would have been a good one.
Sure, but this one, that's not as Alex Jonesy, which is what I've been trying to do for this series. And this isn't even like a real quote. I just kind of threw it together.
Yeah. It's not bad.
It's one of the weaker ones for sure. But I kind of like how I interspliced in the panel, like the reaction panel. It feels very Persona-esque.
Yeah, I do like that. I like that a lot. What we should do is kind of clean this up. We should have less words.
I've told you. Redesign it if you want, and I will change it. I'm just too lazy.
Oh well.
And then for like the past 4 weeks or so, I've been wanting to shill Tiny Green, that RPG I translated, but I'm too lazy to do that.
Okay. I'll work towards it.
That's why I drop hints like it right here and go download it.
Well, that wasn't a hint. That was an explicit.
Even if you don't play it, go download it. Get those numbers up.
Yeah, you guys, if you haven't played Tiny Green the game, it's this awesome, like, 35-minute game. It's an RPG. It's made by this awesome Japanese dude. He hand drew all the stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's pretty cool. We should do a Let's Play of it or something.
Maybe. The download count is directly proportional to the length of my EP-nor, and it's really tiny right now, so get it up, guys. Get it up. And that's the chapter, but let's get to these comments, because, you know, since we've been doing these, I've purposefully been not reading the comments, and that's my favorite part.
All right, we've got Mario Lynx, who says, Tsundere Loli is fine too. Thanks for the chapter. Yes, I agree. I don't know if she was really Tsundere, though.
She is 8, though. Oh, she is. You even called her that at one point.
See, yeah, yes and no, but Tsundere is more like, I feel like a romance thing. But I guess it doesn't have to be.
No,
I guess
it
not.
doesn't.
Yeah.
It just happens to always be used in that fashion.
Yeah, so
I think this guy's right.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. And then we got NJK992, Globalism Vampire, LOL. So he liked your
cool
end page.
I hope, though, I said Globalist Vampire, because he says Globalism.
We can check that out.
We'll never know, but...
No, you said it. You're right.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, good. That had me worried for a second there, because I'm always worried about typos getting through, because they do sometimes. Oh, and now you get to type your own comment. Great chapter. I just listened to the episode that we're recording right now.
On the YouTube. Excellent.
That's retarded.
We're very meta.
Yeah.
I'll go back and edit it, and I'll put the thing in.
Now they're going to know, because anyone watching this can check the timestamp and know how long it takes you to edit these.
Yeah, 5 weeks.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's that. That's this episode.
This now.
This now.
Sometimes it be like that.
Yeah.